You're tuning into our Ahsoka review.
Yes.
Let's talk about it. Let's get into it.
Court is in session.
Okay.
All right.
This is the way.
Ahsoka finale.
Spoiler alert. I mean, obviously. So if you haven't watched it,
Yes.
save this video for later.
Yes. We have the real Star Wars fan over here.
The one who was outside.
Okay.
And we
For all
have
of it.
Black Mando in the room.
You know, the audacity for you to have on a Mando suit when you put Andor above Mando.
Man, it's not to say
The
that.
audacity.
It's not to say
the
that.
unmitigated gall of you.
The gall.
It's not to say that it's bad. Because
Get the baby back.
It's a really great show.
Get the baby back.
Mandalorian's my second favorite Star Wars show.
Get the baby back. Because how dare you?
Yeah, you gotta take the mask off. I can't hear you well.
All right. I'm breaking my code for content.
You can do that if you want. That's gonna be a struggle. You want the baby?
This is the new way.
Oh, okay. Go back to daddy.
That is not his father.
Not the father.
Not adopted father.
Jay,
All right.
Ahsoka finale. Let's talk about it.
All right. Let's talk about it. Okay.
Let's get into it.
So, the finale, I will say first, I think it's a 9.
A 9.
Yes.
Second, you said second highest rated episode of the first season.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no.
Nope. Your second. I'm saying it's your second.
Well, yeah, I think it's tied with episode 4.
Tied. Okay.
Yeah. Because I have episode 5 being a 10,
Yep.
4 being a 9, and then this finale being a 9.
Yep.
I really enjoyed so many things about the finale. For one, the Mortis gods at the end. You know what? No, I'm gonna get to them last.
Yeah. Let's go. Try to go in
Okay.
order a little bit.
So in order, Ezra building a lightsaber, the same one as Kanan.
Yep. So similar parts. Sister parts. Right.
Love it. Love that. I thought that was really nice. Seeing him with a blue lightsaber was really nice.
Which is the same as Kanan's, right?
Yes.
Yep.
I thought that was really cool. I really love Thrawn because this was when you really see Thrawn with his tactics and he knows what they're gonna do before they do it, and then because that's all rebels.
Yeah.
He's just one step ahead of them because he already knows what they're gonna do. He's planning for them to do this, and if they don't do this, then he's planning for them to do that.
Yeah.
He's just ahead of them. And it was the same thing. He's like, all right, so because she's Anakin's apprentice, she's probably going to do a ground assault. So let's plan for a ground assault. And then they do that. Exactly. And I love that. It shows how formidable he is. And then they up it with showing exactly what he has in his arsenal with the witches.
Yes.
Um,
From Dathomir.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah. Night Sisters.
The Night Sisters. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
The Night Sisters. They're night troopers. How they're zombies.
Yep.
I think that's crazy, and I think that's the best army you can have.
Because they're undying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't feel pain, and they're still able to take orders.
Yep.
I think that's crazy.
I
I love that.
You had any issues with
That.
this finale? Yeah.
Any issues? Yeah, I had issues.
Okay.
I would have liked to see. I would have liked to see more action with Ezra. But the action piece that I got was cool.
Okay.
So I'm not mad at it. It's like my issues with the episode would be minuscule. It didn't play out exactly how I thought it would play out, but I'm also okay with that.
Yeah.
Because it sets up bigger things to come. Pause. But yeah, it sets up the Mortis gods.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool, and now you see what Balin Skull kind of is what he's after. He's after something dealing with the Mortis gods. And then that makes me think that they are actually not on, what's the planet that they're saying that they're on? Perida, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I believe they're on Mortis.
Oh, like the home world of the Mortis gods.
Yes, because I had to go back and rewatch the episodes in Clone Wars because I wanted to see if they just go to that planet.
Which that's where Anakin and Obi-Wan were before, right?
And Ahsoka.
And Ahsoka. That's when the whole transfer thing happened or whatever.
Yes, because Ahsoka. All right, so for one, they don't just go to the planet.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know where they are. They get drawn to this like thing in space because the father, there's the father, the son, and the daughter.
Yes.
And the father basically called Anakin to that planet. And so it's like they kind of just fall asleep and then they wake up and they're there. So this can very well be outside of their galaxy. So this could be where they
actually are.
Yes, they could be on Mortis.
Which is why you don't see anything else.
Yeah.
Like any other life other than like the animals.
Yeah. I think that's pretty interesting. You see that on the statue of the father, he's pointing somewhere. I think this is all just theory, speculation. The Mortis gods are in direct, not response, but I mean, they're linked with the world between worlds. Like exactly. I think where they're pointing could be a portal to the world between worlds.
Kind of what Sidious was trying to get to?
Yes.
Okay.
I think that would be how Ahsoka and Sabine get home. I think they get home.
Since they're still on the planet, yeah.
I think they
That
get
makes
home
sense.
through a portal of the world between worlds.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. It also, dealing with the Mortis gods again, in the episodes of Clone Wars, Ahsoka dies. Ahsoka dies. She gets brought back by the daughter, who also was dying. And before she died, she gave her life force to Ahsoka to bring her back. When that happens, there is an owl. That owl it comes when like Ahsoka like is at her like
Downfall?
not downfall, but
Time
kind
of
of like
need?
yeah, like when there's a time of need. Yeah, you see that owl.
I loved how it was like a little blink and you miss it moment.
And I think that for one, that tells us that she is where she needs to be.
Yeah.
And when you see the statues, you don't see the daughter statue. You only see the son and the father. And I think that kind of means that Ahsoka is going to take that place.
Agreed.
So all of that, I mean, like, I would have liked to see Ahsoka stop Thrawn or Ahsoka be on the ship to get back home and then she joins the fight or whatever. I would have liked that, but I think this is cool because you get to get even more mystical with Star Wars. And that's what I really like about this show is how mystical it gets, how deep into lore it gets. It's not like surface level at all. And I like that. So, I mean, the threat, great. And I think all those canisters are bodies. All the canisters that they were loading on, I think those all
So fueling the army,
bodies.
pretty much.
Oh. That actually wouldn't be bad.
Yeah, because I mean, you can have night, what are they? Night troopers. So you have those, and we've seen that they can reanimate Sith. Not Sith, but yeah, Sith.
Yeah.
So you can have Force users, and you can have night troopers, and they're all undead, and they all take orders. I think that's a crazy army, and then on top of that, you have the Night Sisters to deal with. And then you can get to Thrawn. You can't even get to Thrawn before you get through all that.
Yeah.
I think all of that means you need Luke, Ezra,
Han.
Han. Well, you don't need Han. Well, maybe. But you need all the Mandalorians. You need everybody.
Bo-Katan,
You
Mando.
need everybody.
Yeah.
Even Grogu.
Yeah, you do.
Even Grogu. Yeah, you need everyone for this situation.
Yeah.
So I think this is the largest threat that we've seen in Star Wars in a long time, especially in the Disney Plus shows.
In the shows, yes.
I think this would be the largest threat. This is a galactic threat.
Shows, yes.
My thing is, I completely agree with you.
This
In terms of like the level of threat that he is, but that's also because I've seen Rebels. I feel like for a show to come out, you have to not only keep your core fan base attracted to it, but also leave something there for the newcomers to grasp onto. And I felt like they started off well with doing that. But however, when they got to the finale, I feel like the 2-part finale, I feel like they fell off a little bit. Because like, yes, they're talking about this big threat, Thrawn. Anybody who watched Rebels know. I'm sorry. Anybody who watched Rebels know the type of threat that Thrawn is. However, those of us who those who were introduced to Thrawn through the show, they don't know. What? So like, I feel like it like give us something other than the fact that he's like very tactical in his thinking.
But see, I was getting to that.
Yeah,
because I'm not even done. So I think Baylan Skoll is after something. We don't know exactly what he's after.
Yes,
he could be after access to the world between worlds. He could, or he could be trying to find them because you have the father, the son, and the daughter. There's the mother.
Yeah,
could be after her. That would be the big.
I thought
threat.
she was defeated. Mm-mm. She was defeated. It was a video game. She was defeated. I'm sorry.
Yes,
but it's not canon.
But it could be canon.
But
the same way canon, how all these,
because Luke defeated.
They're bringing
her,
a lot of these legend things. To life. So it could be that. I mean, I think Baylan Skoll is after a larger threat than Thrawn. I don't think Thrawn is the biggest thing, but he's one of them. So, and then just speaking to Ezra real quick, I think Ezra is probably one of the best castings I've seen in a while.
Look-wise and his mannerisms and stuff.
He's perfect. He played Ezra perfectly.
Yeah.
Better than Ahsoka's casting?
No, well, Ahsoka is another one that's just perfect casting.
This is great, yeah.
She smoked it.
Yeah.
She smoked the first half of Ahsoka when she's a more stoic, a more,
Master Jedi.
Well, not
calm.
Her personality was very like down. It was very like a Batman.
She's very cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when she goes through what she went through in the world between worlds with Anakin, now her personality changes and she could be more positive, more jovial, the way that we know her to be.
Yeah,
true.
And she played both really well. But yeah, I mean, there's not really too much that I didn't like about the finale. It could have played out a bit differently, but I was satisfied. Oh, and her fight with Shorty, I loved it. I didn't expect old girl to get off like that, but she took that sword out and she got busy.
She did. She got more busy than I thought she would.
She got way more busy. She was moving way faster than I thought she would.
And I don't know if that's because of the power up she got. Maybe,
I mean, she took the sword of Talzin, which was even cool to see that too.
Because we got that in Clone Wars?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. There was so many little things that they showed us from Clone Wars, from Rebels. I loved it.
And that's why I feel
I'm
like
happy.
I understand personally why that would boost it for you. And not to knock the show as a whole, because the show I enjoyed the show. I even told you this personally. I loved the show. I just felt that more could have been done for the finale. That's my only. I won't say my only gripe, but that's my main one.
And I'll say this real quick, lastly, and then I'll turn it to you guys.
Okay.
I really like how Disney Plus has given us shows that can be for casual Star Wars fans, like The Mandalorian. And then they give us shows like Ahsoka, where it is a lot of things that you would need to watch before you can really understand everything that's going on in this show. And they didn't give a fuck. They did not care. They just gave it to you. This is it. Understand it or don't.
Yeah.
And I love that. They didn't explain what the world between worlds was at all. They didn't even say what it is. They didn't say, oh, I'm in the world between worlds. What is that? They didn't say nothing. You're just here.
Yeah.
Loved it.
You're welcome.
Loved it.
They did that for you.
They did that for me. And I thank them. I like that they can give you the casual stuff over here, and they can give you the deeper, more fan stuff over here.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Kind of like a balance.
It's a balance. It's a balance. Yeah.
Okay, Judge.
Balance to the
You're a
force.
judge.
All right, but yeah, and I'll turn it to you guys so you can say how mid it was.
Who's saying
No one's saying this.
What we talking
No one's
about?
saying this, man.
I-
No one's saying this,
I-
man. But
Here we go.
Alicia.
It did lack for me. In a lot of episodes, I felt like it was lackluster. For me, the season finale did not feel like a season finale. It felt like just another episode. In fact, other episodes kind of could have went as a season finale, honestly.
like 4 or 5.
Yeah, I think I was very disappointed in the fight scenes in the season finale. I do like her fight scene with the other lady, whatever her name is. But even in that fight scene between Ahsoka and her,
Elsbeth.
Elsbeth.
Yeah.
I still feel like even in that fight scene, if that's the best you're going to give me, I'm still disappointed.
I thought that
That's
was
how-
hard.
I didn't say it wasn't, but I said if that's the best you're going to give me for the finale, I'm still disappointed.
Especially for a show too, because it's still a show.
I'm not
So you
taking
can't give me,
I'm not
like-
taking anything from it
It's
being a show, but I can still say if that is the best you're going to give me in the season finale, I have a right to be disappointed.
You can't say it's a show because
It's a movie.
it's Star Wars
movie quality.
Yeah, and Moon Knight has some crazy stuff. It's Disney.
It's Disney. I mean,
I will also say that I saw a clip and a take on Twitter that I didn't really think about because I didn't have foreknowledge like you did. Watching Kylo Ren fight with a lightsaber felt and looks very different than watching Ahsoka and Sabine and even Ezra fight with a lightsaber. When I was watching these clips back to back, I was like, I don't know if this is choreography. I don't know if this is Disney's animation, but it looks like Kylo Ren is trying to kill. He's fighting to kill. But then when you're watching Ahsoka, the lightsaber don't seem like much of a threat in any of these fights.
nope.
And that's crazy to me because I'm like, they should be on the same level, especially at least with Ahsoka.
I have a point to that.
I'll give
Go
you
ahead.
that.
So it's very funny that you say that. And then, I mean, I guess it's like time, like how people didn't really like the prequels back in the day,
Okay.
but now they love them now. But I'll say, and Samuel Jackson made a tweet that everybody in the new movies need lightsaber training
Yeah.
because in the prequels, say what you want about the movies, they was getting off with the lightsaber. They was doing
Very
all
much.
kind of tricks and they was doing all kind of shit.
Flips.
Very much
all that
so.
stuff.
They
Yeah.
was going crazy. And then I feel like it's the same thing that be said about Ahsoka. Like everybody that I've seen in the lightsaber fights, they've been doing cool stuff. Like the choreography is really good. And it's funny that you say that because I watched the new movies not liking the lightsaber fights. I felt like they weren't like, especially Rey, not too much on Rey, but she wasn't really doing nothing.
But I hear your
but
point,
it's-
and I don't disagree with you. I'm speaking specifically to Kylo. Like I said,
But
it
Kylo
could
Ren
be
too.
him.
Kylo Ren too.
In the scene I saw, again, even in your swings, like it could be choreography, right? I'm not blaming this on the actors themselves.
Yeah.
It could be the choreography, but it just felt like, oh no, you're aiming to kill. Whereas in Ahsoka, it didn't feel like
It
that.
felt more like sparring.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Every match, and I didn't, especially for Ahsoka herself.
And I 100%
And I know she's supposed to
agree
be
with
the
you there.
light, but like you're supposed to be lethal. You understand what I'm saying? And it just didn't feel that way.
She still killed most of her.
No, but
That's fine.
no, I completely get where Sisha's coming from.
Man, when Shorty killed Elsbeth with her sword and the
Nah, that's
lightsaber,
cool.
that was a nasty
I didn't say
move.
that's not cool. That's cool. Still want a little bit more, but those are my qualms with it. The positives about it, though, I do like the parallels, and he can tell me if I'm wrong, but I do enjoy the fact that at the beginning, Sabine asked Ahsoka, like, "Are you mad at me for the choices I made?" And she's like, "I can never be mad at you for the choices that you make," because I think she in parts blames herself for the whole Ezra situation.
Okay.
But again, also blames herself for them losing the map initially.
What Ezra situation?
Like, wherever he is, like, she felt like she could have, if she had finished her training, like, done more.
For why Ezra's there in the first place?
No, him
No.
going back to our galaxy, the original galaxy.
Oh, okay,
like
okay.
losing him
So-
in that moment.
Okay.
So, I like that she still makes the decision. You see, like, her torn. I don't want to lose Ezra again. But I also don't want to leave Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Because she didn't abandon her, but when she chose to not train her, they, like, went their separate ways. So it's kind of like, well, who do I choose?
Yeah.
Well, I feel like the choice was either you let Ahsoka die or go with Ezra. That's how I read it.
And
Right, but then she doesn't lose Ezra again because she was...
But Ezra gets away.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. I just like in that moment, she has the choice. I can lose him again forever, like I did before. 'Cause remember, they're stuck there,
But on the bright side, he goes home.
right? Or I could stand by my master.
Yeah.
Whereas I kind of feel like there's a parallel again with Ahsoka and Anakin, and I like that. I like that she chose to stick by her because the whole time I'm thinking she went on the ship with Ezra. I also like the fact that at the very end, Sabine can feel Anakin's presence. Doesn't know that it's Anakin's presence. But then Ahsoka goes out and feels the same thing. And then we're trying to understand what's happening. Then you see Anakin for a couple seconds. I really like that. Because then it shows the chemistry and how well her and Ahsoka have bonded now. That same relationship that they didn't get a chance to have when she didn't train her. So I like that. That is all. That's my in-depth.
So what do you rate the finale?
Why are you looking at me like that?
nothing.
I'm actually not mad at that, Alicia.
What do you rate the finale?
I give it 7.5.
Damn.
I don't feel like that's bad.
I mean, 7.5 is very good.
Yeah, it's very good.
Very good. I think it's better than very good. Jay?
Okay, wow. Well, a lot of the points that I was going to make was already hitting on. But I will say this by saying, I will say that I did enjoy the show as a whole. However, there were a few things that I didn't like. But I will top it off by saying that, like, Ahsoka is not a bad show. Episode 4 and episode 5. Cinema.
Agreed.
I just wanted them to build upon that, and I feel like they kind of lacked. They lacked on that part. In turn, they gave us what's the word? I just said it. Fan service.
Okay.
They chose to give us fan service instead of giving us
What things were fan service? What things were fan service to you?
Like them rushing the meeting up with Ezra, them showing because he's been on the planet trapped on the planet with Thrawn for how long, and like he didn't know where he was, but yet it took them like less than an hour to find his location the moment that they got there.
No, but Thrawn, I don't think Thrawn cared about Ezra. He gave Sabine the location.
But he showed that he okay. But anyways, so he
Okay.
No, what?
I mean, no.
No, I mean
don't-
you already started, so go ahead.
I don't see how that's fan service.
What do you mean?
How is it fan service that they go meet Ezra in episode 6?
To get the reunion
But Thrawn
for the
gave
fans
them, but Thrawn gave them the
in
location.
a record-breaking time, because how do you do that?
Thrawn gave the location.
But okay. Okay.
No, I mean, like, it's not like they just went to the planet, or Sabine just went to the planet
Found it.
and just made it happen, right? Or I'm tripping. I don't think Thrawn cared. He didn't care about Ezra.
I don't think he saw Ezra as a threat
Yeah, he
at
didn't
that
care.
moment.
He did. Dialogue shows that he did, because he says that he doesn't underestimate any of them.
He
And
cared.
that definitely included the person who helped get him trapped there in the first place.
He cared when Ahsoka got in there.
When more players came into play.
Then it was like, oh, because he didn't see Sabine as a threat, because he's already dealt with Sabine
Yeah.
in Rebels, so he doesn't see her as a threat.
Yeah, but we're not talking about Sabine, though.
We are talking about Sabine. He gives Sabine the location.
No, but we're talking about. Okay.
And then also he's probably looking at it like, well, Sabine doesn't have a ship. Sabine has no way of stopping me. This is not a threat. And then when Ahsoka comes in here, now it's a little bit different. So now we have to plan accordingly.
Okay.
But
so I'm gonna ask you a question. So you would say that the majority of it wasn't fan service?
I didn't say that.
When I was speaking upon it, and I was gonna say more, but like you stopped me at the first point.
Yeah.
But
so
my
I'll speak
thing,
to the first one.
but my thing is though, so that's why I'm asking you the question before I continue on. You wouldn't say that the majority of it was fan service.
The majority of what? The show?
The
or
show.
the
The
finale?
show.
Yes, the show has fan service, but that's why I'm asking you what you think the fan service is, because I don't think that first one was fan service.
I feel like
I thought that was
like the
just
majority.
sword.
I feel like the majority of the show itself was fan service. Like not a lot of it was explained to like the casual viewer. Like to, I'm sorry, to like a viewer who just hopped on the Star Wars fanatic
I don't know,
train.
but I don't think that specifically what you just said is fan service. Like showing us things that fans of Clone Wars or Rebels know. I don't think that's fan service. I don't think showing us like having Ahsoka in the World Between Worlds. I don't think that's fan service. That's just story, and that's story that's not explained.
I didn't say anything about the World Between
I'm
Worlds
just saying what you're
I
saying.
actually love that part.
No, but I'm just saying what you're saying. How you're saying like you're giving us things that's not explained, and these are things that the casual fan might not know. I don't think that's specifically fan service. I think that's just story that is not taking the time to be explained.
Okay, I'm just leave it.
But what are the other things that you think are fan service?
All right, Vic, what you say?
You done?
I'm done.
Oh,
That's
okay.
crazy. Come on.
That's what y'all be doing to me.
What?
Moving on.
Speaking on that, I just think that
I'm gonna take that as I cooked you. I'm gonna take that as I
Yeah,
cooked you.
yeah, you could.
I just think that
With
when
no
it
season.
comes to Ahsoka, right? How the story's told, I wish they explained more stuff as if I didn't watch an animated show, that being Rebels and Clone Wars.
Yep.
The show is
That doesn't mean it's fan service though.
the show is definitely made for people who've watched the shows.
Yes.
100%.
And I'm not a fan of that because I didn't watch Rebels.
I watched it.
I've had to go back and look at certain stuff to understand the story. I think
Yes.
if you want to tell a proper story, you should at least give me some more explanation and depth as to what we are talking about.
I look at it
I watch Rebels and I agree with you.
I look at it kind of like I look at Marvel movies today. If you give me Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness, and we understand where Wanda is, things are happening that you need to watch WandaVision to understand.
I hear that.
But it wasn't the majority of
But they don't. But they don't take the time to explain it. She has the book,
The Darkhold.
the Darkhold.
Yeah.
No one is asking how she got it.
But there's a reason. Because Marvel already set you up knowing you're going to have to watch these movies and that this is going to go into a fluid story. When Rebels and Clone Wars was made, we didn't know we were going to have to watch those to get and stay with the live action stuff.
I push back on that.
Okay.
Once you give me Mandalorian and you introduce Ahsoka and then you introduce Bo-Katan, you are now making Rebels and Clone Wars canon.
Which is post
Yeah.
Clone Wars Rebel. I haven't watched
Right,
it.
no.
It's post.
But I'm saying in things like The Mandalorian now, if you are making those animated shows canon, any stories that have those characters in them, you are going to need to watch the other stuff to exactly understand, unless they explain it. And
But
that's kind of
I still
what Marvel's doing.
I separate from Marvel because Marvel, you're going in a linear fashion. You're going one direction. With Mando, now that you introduce Ahsoka, I have to go backwards to understand the story.
Backwards like what?
I have to go back and watch Clone Wars because they're already done.
That's if you didn't watch it before. But
That's
then
what I'm saying.
But the same thing could be said about Marvel.
Marvel, we're going straight. We're going straight.
But if I'm a casual fan and I only watch the movies, now they are connecting the shows to the movies.
But I told you from the get-go that these shows will connect to the movies prior to the show coming out. I'm giving you an opportunity to know you have to watch this rather than...
But they did that same thing with Mandalorian. Because they connected things...
After the fact that it already came out. That's what I'm saying. We didn't know that was going to be connected.
But now we know. And now we're here.
But
now we know.
And now we're here.
It's not fair. That's all I'm saying.
It's
not
a little fair.
It's not fair. But I guess it makes me want to go watch other stuff to understand the story, whether that's watching the show or go on YouTube.
I understand what you're saying, and yes, I think it would have been nice if they did do some explaining, because
I said, just somewhat.
Like I said, they opened episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we could find Ezra with this.
Mm-hmm.
No one knows. Mm-hmm. Any casual fan, no one knows who Ezra is.
Yes.
No one knows Ezra's importance.
No.
But they don't explain it at all.
Some people don't even know Ahsoka was trained by Anakin.
But at the same time, I respect it.
Because you watched it. You're on the inside looking out. I'm on the outside looking in.
But I respect it because they stayed 10 toes on this. That we are not going to explain anything.
Which
and I respect
which
that.
is unfair to people like me, because now I have to go figure out what it is.
It is, and that is also why I said.
And that's what I said.
I said a few episodes ago. You sound like a jackass. I said a few episodes ago that this just not for y'all.
It's not, and that's not fair.
It's not fair.
It's not fair.
And that's what I said.
Go catch up.
This is
I have no choice.
If
I want to know the true story, if
available.
I'm invested, I have to go back.
It's available.
But I'm just saying Marvel did it different and did it better because we're going forward.
Facts.
We're not backtracking.
But you do, if you do still have to go back and watch the shows.
And it's different also because you're talking animation versus live action. I don't have to watch anything Marvel animation.
Live. I think that's crazy.
But I'm saying it's different. It's different. What if
cool.
people don't want to watch animation stuff? Especially Rebels is ugly.
Sucks to suck.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo, that was crazy.
But here's my pros I have with the finale, right? I might repeat some stuff y'all already said. So
Gosh.
these are pros.
All right. Okay, here we
God damn. The thing with the green sword was cool. It being the same as Clone Wars, because watch Clone Wars or whatever.
Yeah,
that she used against Mace Windu.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yes.
I hope Sabine is actually not feeling Anakin when it comes to Force thing. I hope she's feeling Taz Vizsla and that she has a lineage with him rather than anyone else. You remember who Taz Vizsla is? He's the first. It's the Mandalorian that's also a Jedi. The first.
Oh.
They used to lead him with the Darksaber.
You told me about that.
I hope there's a lineage between them two because it will make sense as to why she has both.
That would be wild.
I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
That would be
I think
wild.
it'd be cool. I think this would be cool.
Yeah.
I didn't think that she was feeling Anakin at first. I thought she was feeling something.
I hope it's Taz Vizsla.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm not mad.
Still seeing Anakin at the end. Still care for Ahsoka.
Loved it.
Beautiful.
Loved it.
Emotional. All that stuff.
Yeah.
Seeing the owl and everything, and the fact.
Can I touch on that?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, speaking of Anakin, I love the fact that she. Oh, hold on. The shades. So I'm loving the fact that she, we're seeing that yes, he does care for her. It's not that he was. It's not that he was a bad teacher, because he wasn't.
He was a loyal teacher, master.
Yeah, he was a great master.
Even when everybody traded her, he stayed. On her side,
Mm-hmm. The only thing is that she was just unsure at first, which is understandable, because if he can tap into the dark side the way that he did, what's to say that either her or Sabine?
Well, that's what she was afraid Sabine was gonna do, and that's why she stopped training her.
Yeah.
She was too emotional.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I loved that. That I loved.
That's the dynamic.
That's a pro. You like that, Jace? That's a pro.
I was about to say something.
The owl. I had to write some notes. We've seen it in Rebels, Clone Wars, and Mando season 2. I didn't even catch it in Mando season 2 from before, but it was in there.
That was when
The Ahsoka episode.
Yeah.
The fact that the statue is missing the sister. I assume that's because Ahsoka is taking over with the whole thing, that transfer thing or whatever. And then I read this with Balin's skull. I didn't know skull in Norse mythology means the wolf that chases the sun. So I think that they're trying to write that Balin is trying to find the brother.
Oh yeah, that was another theory that I had.
Because
he's trying to bring back.
Because Anakin was being led by the father, right? The balance.
Anakin would have replaced the father.
Yes, the balance. So I think Balin, if Ahsoka is the sister, I think Balin may turn into the brother. Which would be fire.
That'd be fire.
That'd be fire.
Come on, man. Don't get me hyped, man.
And then of course Ezra building the saber to be like Hayden's. Beautiful. All right, now cons.
Wait, you didn't go through your cons already?
No,
My bad.
those
Okay,
are all
go.
pros.
Yeah, those pros.
I meant before that, but go ahead.
Cons. Oh, gosh. You know, watching this show, watching this finale,
Yes.
they fighting these zombie troopers, right? Mm-hmm. I just wish they had a weapon that could dismember these zombie troopers. Oh, wait.
Oh.
They did. Lightsabers.
What?
Why were there no dismemberment?
What?
Why?
There was dismemberment.
Barely.
No,
He
there
chopped
was
off a head.
slashes.
Barely.
And a lot of them got back up. All you do is cut their legs. You never seen a zombie movie?
I just took her head off.
One. That was
Legs.
one, though.
You could have defeated all of them
Yeah.
you wanted
Take
to.
off the limbs.
with a lightsaber. It wasn't enough. It was Disney-fied.
They were blocking
It was-
shots.
it was
they
Disney-fied.
had guns. They was blocking at the same
These
time.
are Jedi.
They was blocking.
Jedi.
They were blocking.
These are Jedi. So you can't block a lightsaber. You can block a lightsaber, you're getting something cut off. Let's be honest.
Facts.
I'm just saying.
Speak, brother.
The Death Trooper, when they were holding up Sabine,
Yeah,
not
so
even choking her, just holding her up, waiting to get stabbed.
He was choking her.
No, I ain't hear no Tandro. I just heard her get held up.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Take it easy. Relax.
Shoot, that stray was crazy.
He was just waiting to get stabbed. That's
No,
what it felt like.
but he was choking her.
I ain't hear, she was not choking. She was just like,
No, she was choking.
she was up there for like 30 seconds.
One bet.
She should have broke some neck bones. I don't know.
Oh, so that goes back to the casting.
Something.
Okay.
When Ezra lost his saber
Yeah,
and was struggling for a little bit, this man could have definitely just pulled the saber right back.
he did.
No. We had several cutscenes, several action scenes of him going behind the pillar, hiding and stuff like that, trying to fight without it a little bit. You know, that didn't work out too well when he got force pushed and got knocked out for a little bit. Not a fan. He could have called it right back.
But he want to talk about fake Magneto. But all right, go ahead. Continue.
He's soft.
Ezra?
Oh,
yeah.
he's talking about Polaris son, Polaris Jr.
He's not even
Hey,
Polaris.
yo,
He's-
pause.
All right.
Got you that one.
All right, yeah. Okay. But I mean, he's not even Polaris Jr. That's disrespect to Polaris.
Damn.
Polaris is lit.
That's disrespect.
She took a whole plane down. Right person?
That's disrespect.
I
Are you
think
talking
about
about the show The Gifted?
Oh,
Yeah,
Ruined Son?
we're talking about
My bad.
Gen
I thought I
V.
ruined Son. Oh, okay. My fault. My fault.
Continue.
The Ahsoka fight with Elsbeth.
Talk about it.
Cool. It's cool, but it felt choreographed. I'm saying right, choreographed. It didn't feel like a,
Everything in John Wick feel choreographed.
but it's
Stupid.
done better. Well, everything's done. It's choreographed.
Yeah.
But it felt more like a dance.
but it feels like
it felt more
dancing.
like a dance rather than a true vivid fight. It didn't have that. You know that
man
Jason gravitas of death on the horizon.
You don't
Basically
think,
what my friend right here
John
said
Wick feel like
earlier.
It felt like an exhibition. No, because niggas is dying in John Wick.
And that's
Niggas
why I
is dying
agree
in
with
Star
you.
Wars.
Barely.
Finally.
Barely.
She died.
I agree with you on a few things.
I'm gonna get to that. She died after Ahsoka got pieced up. I'm tired of seeing Ahsoka lose to these people. She lost to Balin twice. Let's be honest. She was losing to her until Sabine intervened.
She lost
Damn.
to Balin the
Not you
first time
rhyming.
because she grabbed the
Bars.
map that was imbued with dark magic, grabbed it, and threw it away.
A loss, not a loss?
And messed her hand
A
up.
loss, not a loss.
That's why
That's
she lost,
crazy.
because she was beating him.
A win's a
That's
win.
crazy.
A loss
She
is a
was
loss.
beating him.
Hey man.
Did she lose the second time? Yes.
Yes.
The first time,
She lost.
barely though. It was a loss on her volition.
It's still a loss though.
It was a loss on her volition.
Still
Only
a
one
loss.
true one-on-one fight she won with is Merrick.
She won Merrick and she beat Elsbeth and she beat them droids.
With help.
She beat them droids.
Sabine stepped in.
Mm.
Tandro style.
She beat them droids.
With Nezuko.
The droids. She beat alone.
The droids. We talking about
Episode 1.
We talking about droids.
Talking about droids.
We talking about droids.
We talking about droids.
Nah, we ain't talking about droids.
Droids.
You talking about droids?
Uh,
no. Yeah, you.
Yeah, me.
Mandalorian, he was struggling like shit with them droids.
Hey,
shut up.
He ain't no
hey,
Jedi.
yeah,
He ain't
he-
no Jedi. He ain't no Jedi.
Whatever.
Facts.
He ain't no Jedi.
Whatever.
He human.
Facts.
Whatever.
Human.
Whatever.
Right.
Put your hands up.
No.
Ezra.
What we're doing is
He was getting his ass kicked.
No.
Until Luke came in.
Don't switch it.
Until Big
Don't
Luke
switch it.
came in.
Don't switch
what?
it.
What is Luke?
Jedi.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah.
what we talking about.
Yeah.
Jedi.
Yeah, the Mandalorian niggas is soft.
No, it's the same. It's
Weak.
It's the same.
Oh.
Whoa,
Weak.
wow, that's crazy.
They was over there struggling like shit with them dark droids or whatever the
was.
fuck they were.
They was.
Struggling like shit until one Jedi came in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Lame.
And that's why it's better.
That's why it's better? Because
It's a
they are
better show.
losing?
No, just in general. Ezra.
Because they're losing.
Ezra, the big dog Jedi, should have made that jump by himself.
No.
I don't care about Sabine no push. You know who to make that jump? Cal Kestis. Big dog Cal.
Big dog.
Big dog.
It's a video game. It's Cap.
Why is it Cap?
It's Cap. 'Cause it's a
canon.
video
No, it's
game.
not Cap. It's canon. Canon.
You think he's going to come in here and
Yeah.
in the show or movie and do all that shit that he does in the
Hell
game?
yeah.
No,
Hell yeah.
he's not.
If
Yes.
it's not,
You
then
think he's
it's-
gonna
if
stop
it's not,
time?
If it's not, it's BS because
Plot.
they said the video game's canon.
You think he's
It's
gonna slow down
possible.
time?
It's possible.
He's not doing
It's
that shit.
happened.
He's not
It's
doing
happened.
that shit.
It's happened.
The camera's
not
off.
doing
The
it.
camera's off.
It's happened.
You're lucky.
I'm lucky.
You're lucky.
I'm lucky.
I don't know. I think Vic was cooking.
You got cooked, nigga.
With grease.
Shut up. You got cooked.
I ain't get
Your
cooked.
whole point stopped.
Nah.
So
Yeah.
all of that is lost.
No.
I don't know. It just went off.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No,
It
all
literally
that.
just
Most of
went
it was
off.
recorded. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got when he got cooked and he gave it up to you.
Yeah, that was.
First
Yeah,
off,
all
I
that is in there,
I ain't get cooked.
You got cooked.
I didn't get cooked.
You stopped your whole point.
You got salty, interrupted me.
stopped
So
your whole point.
So I let my boy go.
So you let him cook. You gave it up.
You got salty.
You
Sir,
personally?
sir, this
You
is my
guys-
client.
you
This is
guys-
my client.
thank
I
you.
need you do not have to answer any
Thank you.
questions
Your
from this
client
man.
lost.
Thank you.
I'm the attorney.
Your client lost.
I'm still going, sir. Your Honor. Can I continue?
Be my guest.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Not
ahead.
him though, because he
Go
lost.
ahead. Yo, finish cooking
All
this
right.
fool. This fanboy.
Yeah, the jump. I hope Cal and Mirren have a role going forward in the show. I'm done with cons.
They don't.
I hope they do, since Thrawn is
angry.
going to Dathomir. She's a Night Sister. They're Night Sisters.
They're not on Dathomir.
They're going to it.
They're not on Dathomir though. Cal and them.
I know, but I'm hoping since they're going to it, they have a role. So that's where
over there.
Cal met her at.
They over there living
Okay.
on another planet, another
And-
galaxy.
And I assume they're going to Dathomir to raise a whole army, right?
Yes.
Because that's the deal they made.
Yes.
So I do appreciate the show because it's opening a gateway to spread the lore way
Exactly.
more than it's ever been.
Exactly.
Way more.
Way more than Andor.
Shots.
Exactly.
All right. That's all I have to say. The I rated the finale 8.5.
That's fair.
Can I say a wild take
Oh shit.
that I'll probably get yelled at for?
By Jason?
By Jason, by some viewers. That's fine.
Okay.
Because I haven't watched a lot of Star Wars at all. From what I've seen, to me, this is my opinion,
Yes.
that one scene in Ahsoka where they do a flashback to the Clone Wars. And Anakin is walking away and it flickers back and forth
Yeah.
between him and Darth. That to me is one of the, if not the best scene that I have seen in Star Wars, period. Just as far as art, artistic, cinematic,
I would say
there's
I
so
ain't-
much meaning behind it. It was just like,
I ain't gonna say ever, but I mean it's definitely up there.
from what
say
I've seen.
I wouldn't say ever. I would say
Yeah.
in a show.
From what I've seen.
Out of the live action shows.
Yes, in
Yeah.
a live action show, I'll give you that.
But
That's
I-
all I've seen.
But I
Ever, yeah.
personally think that episode is my personal favorite Star Wars episode
Me too.
that I've seen.
Me too.
In live action.
I
Star Wars.
disagree.
I mean, I'm not saying.
Oh no.
I'll say with non-bias, the best episode would be the finale of season 2 of Mandalorian. But personally, I think episode 5 of Ahsoka is my favorite thing I've seen in Star Wars in a while.
Okay. I will see. The thing is, that scene with him walking through is so short. I want to call that more of a moment.
Okay, so I'll
Yeah,
say
it's
the
a
moment.
moment.
To
Yeah.
me, it's
Yeah.
one of the most fire moments in all of Star Wars.
Yes,
In the
I will say
live action
moment, yes.
shows that I've seen, to be clear. Because
Yes.
I didn't get to watch, I don't watch the movies.
Yeah.
But in the
you felt that
shows-
through the screen 100%.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
It was pretty fire.
unless you have something else to get off, I would like to.
Let's get it. I have
would
something else,
also
but it's
like-
post that.
if-
And it's quick. It's quick.
If y'all
Okay.
could find that in like a hologram, that'd be great.
Oh, like to put it in up somewhere?
Yeah.
Whatever?
Oh,
That'd be fire,
yeah.
you okay,
That'd be
like the
fire.
little
Yeah.
poster. Yeah.
And if y'all do that, run me my check. 'Cause I ain't seen it yet. So don't do that.
No. I was talking to my friend Matt,
Mhm.
and we were talking about Ahsoka season 1 versus Mandalorian season 1.
Fair enough. Yeah. Yep.
I have a number of things on this list that to me make up a good season.
All right. So we're doing season 1 Mando.
Season 1 Mando,
Okay.
season 1 Ahsoka.
Okay. Yep.
I have better villain, bigger threat, better cast, better acting, better story,
Yep.
better action,
Yep.
better costume design, better main character, better setup for future projects.
Okay.
So,
What's first?
first is better villain. You
Moff
have
Gideon.
Moff Gideon versus Thrawn.
Moff Gideon.
Moff Gideon.
Who?
He
Moff Gideon.
Yeah.
Moff Gideon.
No. I still,
Maze Gilliam? Who?
Maze
No.
Gilliam.
Shut up.
Our first black
Shut up.
president. by the
That's
way.
hilarious.
Our first
Security.
I tripped on my lip.
So you got
Pause.
Moff Gideon,
Yeah.
Gideon. Alicia?
Season 1.
Season 1. Moff Gideon or Thrawn?
I'm going to have to give it to Thrawn.
Thrawn?
Yeah. Season 1? Season 1, I don't feel like. Yeah. Season 1, I feel like he was much of a threat in Mandalorian. Or at least I didn't know.
So-
Maybe it was my introduction.
So
Maybe.
you got Thrawn, and I got Thrawn.
Okay,
So it's tied.
but can I ask you this?
Yes.
Why do you have Thrawn?
I have,
What did he do?
I have Thrawn because of the next thing that I'm going to say, bigger threat. I think Thrawn poses a larger threat than Moff Gideon.
If you are being introduced to Star Wars through these shows,
Yes. If I have
I don't-
if I have no pre-knowledge,
no pre-knowledge.
I am looking at this like, okay, Moff Gideon in season 1 has an army of regular stormtroopers,
Mm-hmm.
while Thrawn has witches and zombies.
He also had the dark saber.
Fuck the Darksaber. He has witches and zombies
Okay.
and a magic sword that they pull out of thin air.
Yeah, but Bo-Katan got the darksaber now, don't she?
You're talking about
We're
season
talking
1.
season 1.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
season,
okay. My
so
fault.
season 1, I'm looking
But I knew
at
something.
I'm looking at this like Thrawn poses a larger threat to the galaxy than Moff Gideon does.
So my thing with that is, right, I think I have to say Thrawn just because he's dealing with undead soldiers, undying soldiers. But don't forget the fact that Moff Gideon single-handedly brought down Moff Bo-Katan's whatever she had left army, and he was feared throughout.
We didn't know that yet.
You sure about that?
No, we didn't know that until season 3.
Oh, then it has to be Thrawn.
But
That's what I said. Because me coming in, not knowing any backstory of either, I had to give it to Thrawn.
Yeah, just because the end.
So Thrawn.
Yeah.
Here we go. Better cast. Better supporting cast. Excuse
Better
me.
supporting cast.
Supporting cast.
Mando.
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 Yeah.
that's actually tough. But I'll go Mando.
Mando.
Get that man an award.
Yeah.
I give it to Ahsoka because I feel like they brought to life a few of these characters in ways that I didn't think was possible.
Using the Force on my phone.
So I'm going to give it to Ahsoka, but we have Mando.
I mean, so did She-Hulk, but you didn't care about that.
Go. Continue. Don't do it. Don't take the bait. Don't take the bait. Just continue.
Better acting.
Okay. There you go.
Better acting. I got
Season 1?
the thing with season 1. He has a helmet on the whole time.
Yeah, but remember, it's not just him in the season. It's like there's a whole supporting
Yeah,
cast.
you're supporting cast.
Mando, Giancarlo Esposito.
Yeah, 100%. I go Mando. Like, not 100%, but like it. I'll go Mando.
I appreciate the characters acting more Mando. You got the black guy. You got the swole chick that was a fighter.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I tuned to them
Yeah.
a lot.
Mando.
Yeah.
You know what? You know why it's difficult? I feel like season 1 of Mando introduces you to more side characters than season 1 of Ahsoka. And characters you actually care about. I don't think I cared about a lot of side characters in season 1 of Ahsoka. I cared about Ahsoka, Sabine, Ezra when he showed up. That's about it.
I think you care
I
about
really
if you were
care
I
around
care
for
about
Rebels.
Hu
Rebels.
Yang too. I love.
Oh, well, Hu Yang,
I love
yes.
Hu Yang.
Hu Yang,
Who's
yes.
Yang again?
The droid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I love Hu
But
Yang.
that's about it. I didn't really like. There was no one like Skull is his name. Balin?
Skull, yeah.
Balin
I didn't
Skoll
really
was
care
fire,
about
man.
him when he
Rest
got
in
introduced.
Peace,
I
Ray
didn't.
Stevenson.
Yeah.
He did a phenomenal job.
Nah, facts.
The blonde chick. I didn't really care about her when she
Shin?
entered. Yeah,
But
like
even
I didn't.
that too. I think I care about these characters because not every character I knew going into it. Like I didn't know Balin Skoll or Shin, but I remember their names.
Yeah.
They left an imprint,
Yeah.
and I didn't really feel that too much in Mandalorian season 1. Like I can't just off the drop of a hat just remember the woman who got fired from Mandalorian.
Yeah.
And she played a large part,
Yeah,
but I couldn't tell you her name.
Okay.
True.
But then again, it was
It was a while.
a while ago,
It was a
and then
while ago,
versus
yeah.
like something that's more recent.
That's valid too. That's fair.
Teach you some.
But I mean, I think just in general with some of the cast in The Mandalorian, I can't remember. Like I care about Mando, Din Djarin,
Yeah.
Grogu,
Yeah, you
and
do.
Bo-Katan. And that's it.
We can't even count Bo-Katan for season 1.
Can't.
So
Yeah.
Okay. Better story.
season 1 of
Ahsoka.
Mando. I'm trying to see where we ended.
I got Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. No bias. You know Grogu. Hello.
Because all we knew in Mando season 1 was that he had to deliver the baby, then save the baby.
Yeah.
You got to go Ahsoka because of the gravitas of the situation.
Ahsoka. Fantastic.
Oh. Okay.
Better action.
Oh,
Better
Mando.
action is
Mando.
Mando season 1.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I feel like Ahsoka will have better
Whoa.
action.
I got Ahsoka.
Yeah. Yeah, Ahsoka.
It
better.
will.
Better action. I got Ahsoka.
I got Ahsoka.
Better lightsaber action. I mean, you're going to go Ahsoka, but I think the whole scene when you got all the Mandos helping him, that one episode, that was craziness.
That was
Mando fighting the one droid by one-on-one when he first had Grogu the first episode.
That was too. Yeah.
The last fight, I mean, I don't
I'm
know.
still taking Mando. Season 1
Yeah,
fights.
Mando.
Season 1 fights. Yeah.
If we're talking season 1, solely
I-
season 1, I'm going. I have to go Ahsoka.
It might be a
because-
tie.
Okay. Tie.
It's
Yeah.
I'm fine with that because I loved episode 4 when those fight scenes I love when it was Ahsoka versus Merrick and then Ahsoka versus Balin Skoll and Shin versus Sabine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loved it.
That episode had the best fights to me.
Loved it.
So
Yeah. I definitely feel
And
like
then-
Mando eventually like upped the antes
Me
with
too.
the action. But we're strictly talking about season 1. I have to be fair, and I'm gonna say Ahsoka.
okay, so it's a wash.
Costume design.
Ahsoka, hands down. That's not even a question. That's not a
I
question.
won't say hands down,
I gotta
but
go
That's not a
Mando.
question.
but
gotta go
yeah,
Mando.
You got we never seen
Season
something
1.
like this.
Season 1. We're not talking about all of.
Yeah, you got all the different ones with different suits and everything.
Yeah,
I
you
love
do.
that.
But see,
Everybody
you know what?
look different.
Okay, for me, I'm not looking at it as a Star Wars fan. I'm looking at it just a viewer. I think the costume designs were beautifully picked, especially Ahsoka's. It's just certain details. How flowy her costume was when she's standing on top of the ship and things like that. Sabine's color, all of it. It's
Yeah.
just it.
When she comes out of
Pops.
When she comes out
didn't do it
of
for me.
when she comes out of the World Between Worlds and she becomes Ahsoka the White, her fit. I've seen reviews saying that is the best outfit that a Jedi has worn ever.
I thought it would have been Anakin's white outfit.
Even Anakin's Clone Wars, shit, that was fire. I didn't expect to see that at all. Yeah, I'm giving it to Ahsoka for that.
Okay.
So
I say Mando.
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 It's a tie.
All right, Ty.
Tie.
Main character, better main character.
Mando.
Mando,
Mando.
versus Ahsoka.
Mando.
Man,
Okay. Hold on one second. Mando and better setup for future projects.
Ahsoka, obviously.
Ahsoka.
It's gonna
So,
be a grander project.
Let's see. So we got
That's weird.
one.
That's so
Two.
weird.
That's-
That's
that's-
unfair. That's a wash. That has to be a wash. Because if you don't know what's going to get in Mando season 2, but look what you did get.
yes.
And then Ahsoka's going to be a movie with Mando. I think that's a wash.
I agree.
It ain't Ahsoka movie, it's Ahsoka and Mando movie. That's what they said.
That man cooking.
But
Yo, what?
Bring my dog Mando
Ahsoka
back.
The boy, a chef.
and Mando, not Mando and Ahsoka.
Shut the fuck up. That don't mean shit. It don't mean shit.
Batman.
We don't know what the title is.
It's Batman and Robin. not
It's Mando and Ahsoka.
It's
We
basically.
don't know.
it's
We
Ahsoka.
don't know.
First of all,
Hey,
first of all,
it might be like
don't know.
it might be like
Grogu
Mando with
and friends.
All right,
actually,
Nah,
let's be
listen,
clear.
It might be.
Let's be clear,
let's
guys.
be
So-
real.
If we're being honest, it
Basically-
might be like how Mando was in Boba Fett. How it elevated, made it better.
Basically,
Could
we
be.
have
Yeah.
Vice versa.
A tie,
a tie across the board, and
that's fair.
And I'll accept it.
That's
But
fair.
that list is wrong because let's go to IMDb, what you like to use, all right? Mando season 1. 4 episodes were in 8, 2 episodes were in 9, 2 episodes were in 7. Ahsoka, 3 episodes were in 7. It has more 7s. 3 episodes were in 8. It has less 8s. 1 episode was a 9. It has less 9s. Therefore, Mando season 1
Whew.
is better.
clears.
Pure the
Get a
masses.
baby. Get a baby.
I feel you.
Hey, get a baby.
I feel you.
Right.
I do.
Oh, okay.
I do like to relate to IMDb often.
I can't
Your
stand
source.
you because
Come
he's
on.
not even that heavy for real. I can't stand you.
In this
You got
instance,
his drawers showing on
I
camera.
don't care.
You are a terrible parent. You are a
Couldn't care
terrible
less.
parent. Thank you.
I loved
Why your daddy took you from the spot?
I loved Ahsoka way too much for me to care
Got
what
his drawers on camera.
anyone has to say.
What I tell you?
And I'm curious to see what Ahsoka is rated on
Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, it's
86.
a 71 by audience and a 86 by critics.
Yep. But 86 is the Rotten Tomatoes.
The
score.
certified fresh, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
86 and Mandalorian is 90.
Let him know.
And what's Endor?
Big Mando.
What is Andor? Hold on.
On IMDb,
Andor is 96.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
critics love story. So
But also, this show could have it could have relayed better to critics because it doesn't feel like Star Wars.
exactly.
So critics could have enjoyed that aspect of it more because, like Star Wars it really hits for the fans of the lore and everything like that.
But I mean, like even the fan score is higher. So what about that?
Very true. The fan score would be higher than most things, except for Clone Wars so far. The fan score is higher than most things until we get to the original trilogy and Clone Wars.
I do think like we said
But fuck
earlier.
Andor.
But Endor is great. It is.
I never said that it wasn't great.
Yes, you
I
did.
just said that I personally didn't enjoy it.
Okay.
But I'm not saying that it's not good. I understand it to be a good show.
Okay.
It just didn't hit for me
Okay.
because I like the stuff that happens over here with Star Wars, not the stuff that happens over there in that corner of Star Wars.
I mean, I like all the little corners. You know what I'm saying? Just
I
take
like
a little time.
I like the corner here and I like the corner of Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I got that corner over there with Andor and Boba Fett.
Hey, yo,
That's where that
yo!
shit's
How
going.
dare you disrespect Andor by putting it in the same category as Boba Fett? When you know damn straight
I ain't put it in the same category. I put it in the same corner
that's the same thing.
a little bit.
I can't stand both of y'all. Anyway,
Boba Fett had a 66%.
any other comments about the Ahsoka series?
No, I'm excited for what's next. Whether it's a movie or season 2, I think it should be a season 2 before a movie.
I agree.
Yeah, I hope we get that, but we'll see.
Okay.
I agree. I don't think it's ready for a movie just yet.
No,
I thoroughly liked seeing Anakin in there.
Yeah,
I hope
loved
they keep
it.
doing that.
But
That
see-
doesn't matter how much. I don't need a huge role, but I like the every now and again because it's
Force
part of her
thing.
past.
But I'll
it's
say
a very
this.
big part of
And
who
that's
she is
why I
now.
enjoyed it that much more because I got to see Anakin. Oh, and can I shout out Hayden Christensen for a second?
Yeah.
Hayden Christensen
Who everybody hated on.
in the past 2 years
yeah.
has redeemed himself in front of everyone, in front of the fans, the critics,
Yeah.
especially the critics, because the critics were shitting on him
Facts. That's true.
ever
they
since
were.
episode 2, and that's his first time acting. And they were killing him in episode 2.
now they love him.
And I
the
never had
men-
an issue. I always thought he
and the
was
women-
good in episode 2. I
and
always
even the
thought he was good
children.
in episode 3. I loved that scene.
Yes.
I thought he smoked that scene.
Yeah. I did. Listen, I
never had
no,
an issue.
Me personally, I had no issues with that scene.
I'm so glad he is getting the love that he deserves.
Yes.
And
He still charged too much at SuperCon, but yeah.
in these last 2 years, playing in Obi-Wan and Ahsoka, he has played every moment of Anakin, every different phase of Anakin.
Yes.
Yeah,
And he played Anakin the teacher, Anakin the general, Anakin the Jedi master, Anakin, Jedi Knight, Anakin the Sith, Vader.
Yeah.
He's done it all. And he smoked each one. He killed each one.
Yes.
I hope this
loved it.
revitalizes his acting
yeah.
because I always wanted a jumper too.
I always wanted to jump into. I never
Yes.
had an issue with Hayden. And I felt like the critics killed him and
Yeah.
killed his career.
Unfairly.
Wait, but
Unfairly.
really quick, sticking back.
I love Jumper.
Sticking to
Yeah,
Ahsoka
me too.
though. Like, I love how Ahsoka like connected all the generations of Star Wars.
Of course you did.
That's definitely a pro. That's why I love the show. I just wish the finale hit harder.
I love Ahsoka so much.
Listen, give me more Anakin and Grogu, and we all good. That's all I ask for.
Anakin.
That's it.
I don't
things.
exactly need more Anakin, but what I would love, I don't know if
said what I
I don't
said.
know if it's possible.
Grogu gotta die.
I don't know if it's possible. I will slap.
Listen,
Joker.
listen.
I don't know if it is possible for this to happen because Anakin is already dead.
Bring him back. Spin the block.
I would
Bring it back.
love
Bring it back.
if Anakin was to become the new father of the Force.
Okay,
Ahsoka becomes
I mean, he is the chosen one.
sister
the sister.
and Balin become the brother.
I would love it.
Not Ezra.
I got a question.
I don't need Ezra because Ezra doesn't represent the dark side.
I got a
Yeah.
question.
But I would love
Where's
if the
Anakin?
two of them were together again.
Or your
in-
boy Sam.
Hello?
in the
Sorry, go
Force.
Where's Anakin's body?
I think he was their version of cremated.
Oh, never mind then.
I think so.
Yeah, because they burned him, I believe.
They defeated Sidious. Yeah, I think he cremated.
Never mind. I was gonna save them witch sisters.
Well, they could put him in.
I don't-
a different
Reanimation jutsu.
I don't need him to be brought back to life. I
No,
just,
no. Not to life. Undead. Bring him back. Face off against Ahsoka. What's up?
Again. We've already seen him fight.
Nah.
Nah.
I'm done. Nah.
You seen him? I ain't seen it. Bring it back.
Nah.
I could
All
put it- I
right.
could put it on
So
the
go
TV.
back and watch it. Yeah.
Also, give Grogu a saber. Thank you.
Nah, we don't want that either.
Please, no, we
Didn't
didn't.
nobody ask
We don't wanna see
nothing.
him. Mando suit.
we don't want that.
That's a fact. The helmet about big as his body.
Exactly. He ain't getting no taller.
Yeah,
Tell him to
No,
grow.
no.
He not. You seen Yoda?
I don't want to hear him talk. If he don't start talking backwards, I'm
He
gonna
was
get tight.
saying stuff. One word or two.
I'm gonna need him to start,
Bro, he only 50 something, bro. Chill. He's still young.
I need him to start talking backwards. If he don't start talking, I'm sick of him. If I hear again,
How it go?
hey yo, talk. Sick of him, man.
Fair enough.
If zombies are coming at him, no,
No, it's the
He learned no.
speak.
He learned
no.
no.
Here it is. Here.
He ain't learned no.
He did. Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it right there.
Then that's,
Yep.
then that's the finale.
Yep.
I had a comment. Never mind.
Yeah, You don't got the robot no more, right?
No,
Did it blow up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it did.
Lame.
I actually like the
Whatever.
robot. The
I
robot.
like the
was
robot
nice.
too. I thought the robot was live.
Yeah.
All
How
right.
disrespectful.
That's it.
Anyways,
That's it.
no other comments.
No.
Okay, great. Thanks, guys, for watching another episode. We'll see you next week.
This is the way.
All right.
Not this is the way. You gotta go.
I stood my ground on you niggas.